Hey everybody, it's Sherry at the Crafty Decorator. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So Dollar Tree has these beaded wall decor crosses. They come with this little hanger on the back. I'm doing something different with them. First thing you want to do, well, here's the little tag. Let me show you the little tag. Here's the little tag for the cross. First thing you want to do is remove this metal hanger on the back. So I'm making these to kind of go with angels. If you've seen the angel video of, this is like a remembrance angel made out of my grandma's clothes and the Dollar Tree egg and heart. And this one I use scrapbook paper on. So you could do this cross either way. My throat's a little cloggy. Okay, so you need 2 of these crosses to do this project. And Mod Podge. We're going to use Mod Podge. And I am using a piece of a lace curtain I got at Goodwill. That's what I used to go on the hearts for the wings of the angels. You can use this or the scrapbook paper that matches the angel or whatever scrapbook paper you like. You will need 2 pieces of scrapbook paper because you need to cover each cross with a piece of scrapbook paper. So it's done the same way, basically. I'll explain it as I go. So you're going to take 1 cross and apply Mod Podge to the back. I'm kind of generous with it when I'm doing the fabric so it sticks good. You can also do the method I think would work using the iron. That's what I did for the paper because I couldn't I didn't want the Mod Podge so heavy. So I couldn't go like as fast. And I wasn't putting Mod Podge over the paper. I'm going to have to wipe off. I want to wipe off where it's going down into the cross. Piece of paper towel. Okay, I think it's all wet. We're going to apply over anyways, but take your piece of lace or fabric, whichever you choose, and press it down there. Now, I kind of like to, when I'm pressing, pull it so it's kind of tight. And then we're going to Mod Podge over the lace. And I work it into the lace so it sticks good to the cross. Hold your fabric on one side so you don't be pulling it. I'll explain the paper as soon as I get this done. I am generous with the Mod Podge on this. See, I need to pull this down. I'll straighten it out after. Because then we're going to trim also. And I like to trim it while it's wet. And I'm going to show you because I don't want the edges of the fabric to stick out the sides of the cross because it's going to be thick because we're attaching these 2 together. Okay, I think I'm good. We might have to add a little more after I trim it off. So there's that. Then I lift up while it's still wet, the piece, and I'm going to trim it a little bit smaller than what the cross is. Just so you have enough still covering the cross so it doesn't fall in. We're going to trim around. I should have put gloves on. I should have put a pair of my latex gloves on. Let's see, just about done here. Make sure I don't cut it too small. Okay, now I'm just gonna rub it back down. And if you feel like you need to add a little back on. Okay. Here we go. Here is this. You only need to do one side of the cross if you're using lace or a double piece of fabric. Now, if say you want to use your loved one's fabric like you used on the angel, you're going to want to do this to both pieces. So then you have a print on both sides. This is being lace. You're going to see, you know, right through it. And it's going to look like lace on both sides. But if you're using a solid fabric, you're going to want to do both crosses this same way. If you're using scrapbook paper, set this aside to dry. If you're using scrapbook paper, place your cross on the back, trace it out with a pencil, and then cut from your trace line, cut in a little bit. So you're not going to have to sand off any paper. And you'll need to do that for both crosses, because then you're going to apply Mod Podge to the back of the cross, and you are going to Mod Podge your piece onto the cross. I tried to get 2 crosses out of this piece. I couldn't get 2. So you'll need 2 pieces of scrapbook paper, and you'll have to do both crosses like this. All right. Once your cross is dried, now I already have one that I let dry. So this one's dried. Once it's dried, I am going to use clear grip adhesive. Love this stuff. Now, when I did mine, I just used this. But for video purposes, I am going to use this and some hot glue so it attaches together quicker. So just go around your cross. Now, I'm going to leave spots on without the adhesive so I can add some hot glue. Squeezing this around. See, I went all the way around when I did mine. Let me wipe this off. And if you're going to go all the way around, let it sit like 2 minutes. It will adhere so much quicker. But I am going to add some hot glue where I didn't put the adhesive, just so I could get it to attach. Okay, and you're going to place it down, making sure it's even, and press down on it. Now, you can use clamps. For my lace one, I didn't need the clamps. But for my paper one, I did. Now, I feel like I want to clamp this together just a little for a minute or so while we do the candlestick. While we do the candlestick. All right. So I'm just going to clamp this together and let it dry for a couple minutes while we work on a candlestick. Now, that's the lace one. I am using this like 2.5-inch candlestick. It's just a wooden unfinished. I kind of liked the look of the unfinished wood with this because it's all like sanded off and looks unfinished. But then John said, ooh, I bet you gold would be pretty. And you know Sherry and her gold. So you can leave it plain or you can paint it. You could do whatever you want to the candlestick, or you can use a glass candlestick, whatever candlestick you want to use. This is the paper one that I made. And I did the candlestick in gold. And we're going to do that together right now. And for this, I am wearing my gloves. I don't want to get that gold rub and buff. Antique gold rub and buff is what I'm using. And a nice stiff stiff brush. So I found this distressed brushes at Michael's on clearance, but they do carry them on Amazon. And I love using this. So I'm using Antique Gold Rub and Buff. And it's really simple. Just going to squirt some on my brush and work it into my candlestick. Oh, my paper just fell on the floor. The brush is good because it gets in all the grooves. Make sure get it all. These candlesticks I got at a wholesale company and a wholesale store, I should say, down in Lancaster. And gosh, I want to see next time I go down and getting more because these candlesticks are so nice and smooth. Feel like I need a little more down in there. And you know I got to do the bottom. I can't leave bottoms or backs unfinished. Okay. There's my candlestick. Now I want to rub it with a rag to kind of give it a shine. And this little brush, you pull this up, goes in there, put your lid down and push down on it. Okay, so let's shine up our candlestick. There's that. It's so pretty. It kind of looks like metal. I love it. All right, let's check on our cross now. Okay. I probably should leave that on. Well, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. When you buy these, like, kind of make sure one isn't, like, bent a little. I had one that was kind of bent, and they didn't fit good together well. All right, I'm going to attach this to my candlestick, and I'm loving the gold. I don't know, I'm loving the gold. Again, I'm going to use my Gorilla Clear Grip adhesive. And I go kind of around the inside ring there. I'll probably wipe some off anyways, because your cross isn't going to cover the whole candlestick. So now you just want to find your center and put it on there. And then you're going to let it sit. You're going to let it sit and dry. Like, in 10 minutes, you'll be able to move it around and it'll be good. But let it totally dry for 24 hours. Because, like, I could pick this up. I did this right before I came on about 15 minutes ago. And it's really good. But, I mean, I'm not really going to pull on it because it will come off. But you can move it around and it won't fall off. So this is the paper one. And then this is the lace one with the plain wood tone. You could stain it, you could paint it, you could do whatever you want. And then this is the one we just did with the gold. And I'm really loving the gold. I'm really loving the gold. But how cute will these look with your angel? Oh, I did add my cross on the angel too. So they'll be really cute. Stand her up. Really cute together. They'd be really cute together. And they don't stand good on this rubber. And the window that we did. If you put them all together, they'll be so cute. They'll be so cute. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And look for these crosses and give it a try. All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.